Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan here, bringing you guys my NFL Week 14 Fanduel and Draftkings video. Now, quickly before we do get into today's video, I did read the comments and I saw that a lot of you guys were annoyed with me saying and that's just something that I do say because I've always talked like that and I really can't change it. So I'm sorry if it does bother you guys. I am trying to cut down on it, but it's going to be something that's going to be here for a while. So I'm sorry if that does bother you, but let's go ahead and get right into the NFL Week 14 picks. I do like 4 quarterbacks this week that are Andy Dalton, Russell Olsen, Blake Bortles, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. None of these guys are very expensive at all on Draftkings. You could be paying a lot more, and all of them do have very good matchups. I like Andy Dalton at Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's defense has been struggling as of recently, and at 6,600 he could give you a lot of production, especially with AJ Green or Tyler Eifert. Second quarterback I like this week is Russell Wilson at 6,300. He has had 11 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the last 3 games. He is absolutely on fire right now, and I really do think he's going to do amazing against a suspect Baltimore defense. Blake Bortles at 6,000. You guys saw the big week he had last week, going for 5 touchdowns against the Titans. I don't see him stopping at all, but I do see Allen Robinson, production going down with Hurns coming back into the slew of the receivers there. So I would play Blake Bortles, but I wouldn't stack him with Allen Robinson because I think that's going to be too popular, especially in GPPs this week. And then the fourth quarterback I do like is Ryan Fitzpatrick, a very cheap quarterback at 5,400. He is playing the Titans, who gave up 5 touchdowns to Blake Bortles last week. And Ryan Fitzpatrick and Brandin Marshall really did hit off last week, and I am looking for them to continue that going into week 14. Now, 4 running backs I do like this week are Doug Martin, LeSean McCoy, Deangelo Williams, and David Johnson. Now, this video is being made on a Wednesday night, and I'm not sure when it's going up, so David Johnson might not be available because he is playing in the Thursday slate. But Deangelo Williams at 6,000 against Cincinnati. Last time he didn't have too many carries when he played Cincinnati. He had 9 carries for 71 yards, but he did average, like 7.1 yards per carry, and that's absolutely beast. In a game that I think is going to be a shootout, I could see him easily getting a touchdown and definitely a lot more carries. So I do like Deangelo this week. LeSean McCoy, if you guys do like story matchups, this is one for the century. LeSean McCoy is heated about Philly, especially with Chip Kelly. He said he wouldn't even shake his hand. So LeSean McCoy is looking to have a beast and feast game against his former team, that being the Philadelphia Eagles. And then Doug Martin is playing New Orleans, who just doesn't have a good defense in general, and he's still not priced all the way up there. So he's a nice option. He's not an elite priced running back, but he could give you that at least elite priced running back production. Now, going on to wide receivers this week, I do like 5, and I do have 5 in this video. They're all priced differently, so you have some options. I like AJ Green, Brandin Marshall, Brandon Cooks, Allen Hurns, and Doug Baldwin. Now, like I said, I think AJ Green's gonna have a big week this week. Last week he should have had 2 touchdowns, but one of them was called back on a penalty. So without Eifert playing in Cincinnati, and I'm not sure if he's going to play this week. I heard that he's probably, he's probably going to play, but I still see AJ Green having a nice week against this Pittsburgh defense. Brandin Marshall, at 7,600 against the Titans defense. He had a big week last week. I don't see it stopping against a suspect Tennessee defense. Now, going on to my next wide receiver, the other Brandon we have in this video, Brandon Cooks. He is quickly becoming the number one, he has been the number 1 target in New Orleans, but he's quickly becoming a very reliable Draftkings receiver. He's catching a touchdown almost every game now, if not 2, and he's sneaking under the radar. He's not on a lot of people's radars. So I do like him at 6,200 against Tampa Bay, who we all know doesn't have a great secondary and defense in particular. So at 6,200, he's not an elite price receiver, but I think he's going to have a very nice game. Allen Hurns, this is a contrarian play compared to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson had a huge week last week with 3 touchdowns, 43 DraftKings points. A lot of people are going to be on him, and Allen Hurns was not in the lineup last week, and that's a big reason why Allen Robinson got so many targets. Normally these guys are splitting targets, and that's what I think it's going to return to this week. So at 5,500, no one, I don't think, is going to have Allen Hurns in their lineup this week, and against Indianapolis, who doesn't have a very good defense at all, I do like him. Now, here is the stack of the week. I said Russell Wilson earlier. Now pair him up with Doug Baldwin. He's still dirt cheap on DraftKings. I have no idea why. He is like a very reliable DraftKings receiver as of late, and he's not getting recognized for it. You guys saw last week he had an amazing game, 30 plus DraftKings points, and I really do like him. Moving on to the tight ends, I have 3 on here: Greg Olsen, Heath Miller, if he does play, and then Seferian, Jenkins. you know, pretty much I don't have to explain too much any of these. They're all very nice matchups. You know, Greg Olsen, I would say without Gronk in the league, he's one of the best options besides maybe Tyler Eifert. And you know, he is expensive at 6,900, but he is going to have a very nice game against Atlanta, I do think. Heath Miller. The last time Heath Miller played Cincinnati, he had over 10 receptions for over 100 yards. You know, I don't know what it was about that game, but Ben loved Heath, and I don't see that changing. But Heath is going to have to play. If Heath does play at 3,200, it's a low price point. You could pay up in other positions, and you know, he's a sneaky little GPP play. I don't think too many people have him in their lineups. And then this is someone that's going to be very highly owned this week, and that is Austin Seferian Jenkins at 2,700 against New Orleans. You know, New Orleans has a terrible pass defense, and Austin Seferian Jenkins just returned to the lineup, and you know, he had beast weeks in week 1 and 2 before he got injured, and he just returned last week. He had an all-right game, but he was only in for about 20% of the snaps. So you know, 2,700, a lot of people are going to play him. If you're gonna try and be contrarian, I would suggest staying away, but I think he's going to have a very nice game against New Orleans. Now moving on to my defense, guys. The Chiefs defense, you guys already know, they're hot as of recently, and you know, I really do like them against the San Diego offense. It's been struggling without Keenan Allen and you know, their stars. So, you know, I really do like the Chiefs defense. I don't see them slowing down at all, because I think they're one of the hottest teams in football right now, if you do have to ask me. And then my last defense is the Redskins defense at 2,600. You know, last week they did have 3 fumble recoveries, and I just really like the Redskins defense. I don't know what it is. They're always very cheap, but they always get about 8 to 10 points, and you know, that's really all you need from a cheap defense. But you know, that has been my video, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I am so sorry about me saying you know so much, but if it bothers you that much, hey, just don't watch my videos. I'm not trying to be mean, but you know, don't come here if you don't like the videos. I mean, that's just it. But you know, this video did take a lot of time to make. I did do a lot of research this week. I would appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and smack that like button. Let's see if we can go ahead and get, what's our goal this week? 150 likes. I definitely think you guys can hit it. You've been hitting it on all the videos as of recently, and you guys are the best. If you guys want to know my last minute picks going into Sunday morning, go ahead and follow my Twitter at Dylan the Guru. It will be down in the description below. But you know, I'm having a lot of fun on Twitter, and you know, I definitely would appreciate if you guys can go and follow me. As always, guys, my Draftkings referral links are going to be down there if you want to get free entry into the Draftkings Millionaire Maker. But that has been my time, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It has been your boy Dylan, and I am out. Peace.